and we get to see that on full display. Time to get it over to our friend Dave Pasch, Doris Burke, George Sedano. Take it away.
Well, Malika, both the Magic and Cavaliers are hitting their stride at the right time as they meet tonight at Kia Center in Orlando with just a month left in the regular season. Welcome to NBA Courtside, presented by Michelob Ultra. Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers have won 3 of their last 4. They are currently 4th in the East, while Paolo Banchero and Orlando a season-high 4 consecutive wins, 5th in the Eastern Conference in the loss column. And hi, everybody, Dave Pasch, Doris Burke, and George Sedano. Well, since January 1st, Cleveland has the best record in the Eastern Conference. And since the trade for James Harden to pair him with Donovan Mitchell, it seems like the Cavaliers have gone to another level, Doris. They look like a real contender for the crown in the East.
It's always a concern when you put 2 guys who like to have the ball in their hands together. What does it look like? Does it fit? Well, in fact, it has looked fairly seamless to this point. And why is that? Well, Donovan Mitchell is a guy who is I want to go score the basketball. He's got great downhill ability. He's got incredible footwork into his 3. But he can sprint the floor, get to the deep corner, and as you just heard Coach Malone say, James is a guy who makes everybody around him better. So the decision-making pressure has shifted a little bit, but James is more than up to the task. He adds a much-needed element of size as well.
It's their 10th game together. They're 7-2 so far. You see Harden's numbers in 11 games that he's played with the Cavaliers, and Mitchell averaging 28. That is 6th in the NBA. Well, obviously, last night was a historic night in the league. How it relates to this game, well, let's check in with George Sedano for that.
Thanks, Dave. Donovan Mitchell knows a thing or two about high-scoring games. 3 years ago, he scored 71. I asked him today about that game and about watching Bam Adebayo yesterday make that 83-point game and have the record there, beating Kobe Bryant. He said he called Asia Wilson, Bam's partner, and she was on the sidelines like, hey, he's got 58. He's got to go for 70. She's like, you know what, Donovan, I'll call you right back. And then eventually he stayed locked in, watched the rest of the game, got a chance to speak to Bam this morning, congratulated him, talked about the similarities in their mindsets in those situations, but just was ecstatic for his good friend, dear friend, Bam Adebayo.
Incredible night for Bam last night with the 83. Mitchell 71, 3rd best among active players. Luka Doncic had a 73-point game a couple of years ago. All right, on the other side, Orlando, arguably playing its best basketball this season right now. And Doris, the best player for the Magic, playing at his best right now, Paolo Banchero.
He was passed over for the All-Star game. He said, I took a hard look in the mirror and recognized it was about me, not about the coaches or anybody else. I did not have the appropriate approach. What I love about what he's done was on display in their last game. If you take a look at his shot chart, listen, he can shoot the jump shot, but the fact of the matter is, this is a guy who, for right now, is so big and so strong that the closer he gets to the cup, the more efficient he is. Look at 12 for 16, 33 points. When he accepts the challenge on the defensive end, they go to a different level. He's been terrific both ends.
ESPN Analytics says this is the likely 4-5 matchup in the first round of the NBA playoffs. They meet tonight. Tip-off is coming up. But first, more courtside after this.
NBA Courtside is presented by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories.